A very good afternoon to everybody listening this afternoon. As you can see, today we are going to be dealing with spatial writing and order of importance. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, what is spatial writing? But before I tell you, this is the presenter, or at least the name of the presenter, and that is me. Now, let's first take a look at our definition. You see that spatial order is the location of things in order of their physical being, which sounds very complex, but all it is describing where the position of things are, is, sorry. Therefore, a spatial order paragraph is a form of writing that describes items as they are in their physical location. It's that simple. It's merely pointing out where things are. So here we are going to look at spatial references. It's another very glamorous term for just a phrase or a word that describes where something is. Here's a few very obvious ones: in front of, okay, behind, below, above, between. All of these are ways of describing where something is. Okay, here's some more. Here you've got to the left or to the right, in the center, at the edge, close by, further away, around the corner, through the window. That obviously refers to what you can see through the window. Um, but all of those, perfectly straightforward. There are hundreds of others, but these are some of the most important ones, the ones you are most likely to encounter. Now, here's another fancy technical term. These are used to guide the reader through the physical arrangement or scene being described. Again, sounds pretty complex. It's not, don't worry. We're going to look at 5 separate examples, and once you've seen those examples, you'll understand exactly how simple this topic is. So let's move on to those examples. Let's look at the first one. Here we've got, as you can see, it's describing the layout of a room. And here it says starting from the door and moving around the space. So let's take a look at it. Here we go. As you enter the living room, the couch is directly in front of you. To the left is an armchair, and to the right is a bookshelf. So there you can see, directly in front of you. That'll tell you where you will see it. In fact, it's right in front of where you're standing. To the left, turn 90 degrees, you got your armchair. To the right, turn 180 degrees back, bookshelf. Right. That's pretty straightforward. Let's move on to another one. Here we've got, as you can see, talking about the objects on a desk from front to back or left to right. So let's take a look at it. And then the sentence starts with on the left side of what? The desk. Okay. There is a computer monitor. In the center, okay, is the keyboard with the mouse to its right. And of course, then you have behind the monitor is a stack of books and papers. So far, so good. Nothing complicated about this at all. Ah, there we're back again. Sorry about that. For some reason, my Wi-Fi just disconnected itself. Right, we were talking about this landscape of a natural setting. And here it says like a forest or beach. And in actual fact, we're going to move from a beach up towards a forest. Take a look at this. Right, you've got there at the water's edge. All right, definitely a description of a place. The smooth sand gives way to what? Driftwood and seashells. Okay. Then further inland, tall grasses sway in the breeze, leading up to a line of pine trees where? On the horizon. So here, this is full of these spatial or locative. Locative means a place, indication of place. And here you've got 5 of them, absolutely straightforward. There you can see how it works. Let's move on. Now, another thing that these spatial terms can be used for, giving directions. Let's take a look at this. When you have climbed off the bus, leave the bus station, and there you've got through the main gate. Okay, so that tells you exactly where to go. Then turn right. Okay, straightforward. 100 meters away, again, another way of describing where you will find something, you will see traffic lights. Go through them and carry on straight. Okay, then you've got on the left will be the Christie's building. The entrance to the bank will be the middle door of the 5 on the street. Okay, I think that's perfectly straightforward. That leaves us with only one example still to be seen. And it's just, there we go. And it's talking about giving instructions. Now, let's just take a look at this. The example here will speak for itself. The first instruction, plug the power cord into the socket where? At the rear of the unit. Okay, straightforward. Insert each of the mixing arms into the shafts. From where? From below. Okay. Now use the switch where? On top to activate the mixer. The further to the left the switch is moved, the faster the speed of the mixing arms. Okay, that is as simple as that. So as you can see, all we're talking about here is phrases or words that describe where something is. And before I say goodbye, let me please draw your attention to this simple task. There we go. You'll see that if you click onto that. It's out of a total of 80 marks. And well, I encourage you to try it. I think you're quite going to enjoy it. And at this point, I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope that you found this really useful. Goodbye.